Arsenal nil, Everton nil. A game with so much on the line in terms of Arsenal dream of a Premier League title. A game where Arsenal looked absolutely clueless and a disaster class from all the Arsenal players along with the manager. Let's break down the game and see how it went. The game started in good spirits, where we saw both Arsenal and Everton paying their tribute to late Kevin Campbell. It was something that was wonderful to see from Arsenal and Everton, along with all the fans. You can see here they had Reyes, Campbell, they have those jersey, and the fans were moving those around in the stadium, along with a banner that he's one of our own. And if you remember, Kevin Campbell played for Everton as well as for Arsenal, and he has been a favorite for both of the teams. And it was good to see both the teams and the fans coming together to show their support to late Kevin Campbell. I don't know what has gone wrong with Arsenal. What are they doing? What are they thinking? They have lost it completely. Now, a lot of people will come and say that they don't have the creativity, Odegaard is not playing well, Mikel Merino needs more time, or they will come and say that we don't know how to play with open play goals or maybe to create those kind of chances anymore, and we are totally dependent upon corner, which to bits and pieces, which is absolutely true. But I think one thing that is the most important thing that the Arsenal have lost is their mentality. They don't have the same mentality even though we were drawing the game today, and in the 85th minute, in the 90th minute of the game, where Arsenal has the ball, instead of just booting in to the top, making sure that they attack as quickly as possible, they were quite slow in their build up, trying to make sure that all the players touch the ball before we leave or we reach out to their 18-yard box. And it was something that I felt really embarrassed about, that the same team. Now, if you have to remember, Arsenal, even though they didn't win anything in last season, but they were playing some superb football. One of the best football that we have seen Arsenal play over the past 5 or 6 years. And even though we didn't win anything, from the starting of January 2024 till the season end, we only lost 5 points in the Premier League. One was a draw with Man City. The other one was a loss to Aston Villa at home. And I do understand where we lost the title, maybe due to the defeat from Aston Villa, but still, the games that Arsenal were winning, it was not that they were just grinding out the results one way or the other. They were winning by playing some very good football, scoring a lot of goals, creating a lot of chances. And just at the end of the same year, more or less the team remains the same with a couple of players added, but the team looks absolutely clueless. And the biggest thing is, I feel they don't have the mentality anymore. They don't have the composure, they don't have the drive to go for that goal, to do a fast build up, trying to pick out a counter, trying to make movements quick so that it disrupts the opponent's defense or their style of play. But Arsenal do none of that. And I don't know what is going wrong with Arsenal right now. It's just not that the creative spark is gone. There is a lot of other things that have gone missing for Arsenal. We know that when Odegaard is not playing, our creativity goes for a toss. And this was the game where even though Odegaard was playing, we had zero creativity. He was not able to impact in the way that I would have, or maybe other Arsenal fans would have thought about it. He had one amazing chance in the first half, in the 28th minute of the game, where there is a brilliant pass that is Kai Havertz makes to Saka. Saka makes a dashing run towards the byline, and then from the byline he cuts back, and that cutback is superb for Martin Odegaard. He takes a couple of strides, and I thought that he should have shot it first hand, but he takes a couple of strides, then tries to shoot it, and it directly hits the keeper, and the shot goes wide. And this is where I felt like it was one of our biggest chances of the game, and it was totally flopped by Martin Odegaard. Along with that, to be honest, I don't know what has gone wrong with Odegaard as well. I don't see the same spark from him, the same level of creativity that was coming from him last year. It has gone and been missing. Still, even though on his worst games, he's still the best player in terms of creativity. We saw Anveri come on, we saw Mikel Merino, and we saw nothing from both of them as well. I know Anveri is just 17 years old. I'm not trying to point out things here, but I'm just saying that they are not ready to impact the game in the way that we would have liked. But Mikel Merino, his impact, I was not sure what he was even doing, and I'm not seeing him doing any impact or creating anything for Arsenal in the games that he has played. So even though I do agree that I wanted the skipper, the El Capitano, to buckle up, stand up for the occasion where the team needs him, he didn't stood up. He missed a couple of good chances, and in the end, this was not helpful for Arsenal. And the substitutions that Arsenal has, or the backup creative players that Arsenal has, it has not been working for them. Everton had come to the Emirates for a point, and this was evident from their style of play where they were trying to play with a low block. And if you see, initially I thought that maybe they will try to put some pressure on Arsenal with counters, but it was not to be. They were not even trying to do some creative counters. It was just that they will sit back, they'll try to attack. If they can nick a goal, that is perfectly fine. But if they cannot, they want to get away from with a point from the Emirates. And if you see the halftime stats, Arsenal had 74% position with 332 passes and with 92 passing accuracy, 7 shots, 2 on target. But still, zero penetration. We, apart from a couple of chances, maybe not even you can say, apart from the one from Odegaard, there were other couple of half decent chances, but they were not threatening to the way I would have liked. And with this much of possession, I don't think Arsenal questioned Pickford as much as it was required. Arsenal tried to start the second half strongly, where there was an initial chance that was created with Martin Odegaard crossing the ball to Kai Havertz and Havertz heading the ball down to Bukayo Saka. Bukayo Saka took the shot first time and Pickford made a beautiful save to make sure that the goal is denied. Apart from this, Arsenal made a couple of half decent chances, but there were no chances that where you will feel like, oh, how did this guy not score here? There were no chances like that. It was a very flat performance from Arsenal with a lot of positions. We're trying hundred of things, trying to shoot, trying to take a corner, trying to keep all the ball to themselves, but not doing anything with it. They could have been playing right now and they would have not scored. So this is something that I'm not sure what has gone wrong. Do let me know your thoughts in the comment section. There were a couple of things that I think Mikel Arteta did wrong. Odegaard, I think he had to be dragged off at 60th minute and January was brought on. But the substitutions that he made, where he removed Declan Rice along with Odegaard, I think that was an horrible decision. It just disrupted our whole play. After this point, our team lacked chemistry, our team lacked the drive, and there was nobody who was able to play those long balls for Arsenal the way Declan Rice does. And apart from Bukayo Saka, maybe a couple of our defenders with Saliba, Gabriel, Declan Rice is the one who has been the most consistent. He has been giving Arsenal a 7-8 performance every game, and he has been playing so well. And to remove him on the 60th minute where you need a goal, you need somebody to maybe give you that long ball, give you that bit of header, or maybe even from a corner from the right hand side. But Arteta, I don't know what went through his head. He removed Declan Rice as well. There was so much relying on this game here where Arsenal needed to take all those 3 points, and where Fulham, the Arsenal B team, they did us a favor making sure that Robertson gets a yellow card. Liverpool were losing at a point, then they finally drew the game 2-2 at Anfield. And where Arsenal playing with 11 men, they could have been playing right now and not scored a goal. And this was absolutely horrible from Arsenal, where your neighbors are doing you a favor and you are just not capitalizing on it. And if you remember, one of the Liverpool game got called off, the other one now they drew, and Arsenal had a chance to close up that gap to put the pressure back on Liverpool the same way Chelsea have done. They were 2-0 down with Tottenham, but they came back to win 4-3. And this is something that I really want to see from Arsenal. That desire, that mentality, that fight, which is not there to be honest. And in the way that Liverpool have dropped point, what have we done? We have just responded horribly. We have not taken any advantage from it. We have dropped 2 points at Fulham and then 2 points at the Emirates. And this is where I think our season is done and dusted. There is no way until unless we make some out of the box performances, maybe do some one or two signings in the January. I don't think there is any way Arsenal can come back for a title push from here. If you would have seen the today's game, even during the closing minutes of the game, in the 85th minute, 95th minute, 90th minute, Arsenal were just so slow with their build up. It was like they were winning, they were having a one goal lead, and then they were just trying to play the game out. But it was something that I was not sure what they were doing. They should be playing it quick. They should be just putting the ball to make sure that somebody tries to get a header. They try to win the second ball and just do an attack, rather than they were passing from the keeper to their own defense, moving the ball around in the halfway line, then trying to put it to a winger, then again moving the ball around. I don't know what was going wrong. Just put the ball in that 18-yard box, go for the header, try to win the second ball, try to do something happen. I don't know what has gone wrong. Do let me know your thoughts in the comment section. What did you think about this? Do you think it was correct for Arsenal? Do you really see that mentality and the desire this year for Arsenal? I don't think so, but do let me know. Now, in terms of the overall performance, Arsenal had the ball and all of the ball. And what they got was at the end of the game a ball from themselves. Now, with position, Arsenal has 77 position to their 23. They had just come for 1 point, and I don't know. Arsenal could not break their low block. I don't know what they were trying to do, but it was just shambolic. Expected goals, Arsenal 1.42 to 0.17. I don't know how that our expected goal comes above 1, because I don't think we did anything to even make that. I think that should be zero point 0.4 or zero point 0.3 in terms of the how we took our chances and the kind of chances that we created. Total shots, Arsenal 13 to their 2, shots on target 5 to 0, big chances 1 to 0, big chances missed, Arsenal missed one of them. I think that would be Odegaard's. Accurate passes 24 to 148 of theirs, fouls 6 to 9, and corners 8 to 2. In terms of the player performance, Martinelli, Kai Havertz, and Gabriel Jesus, just get them out of my club. Get them out of my club. Come this January transfer window or the summer transfer window, get them out. They have been playing horribly. They are not sure what to do. Martinelli, he just runs like a headless chicken, not looking up, not trying to see where should he cut back, where should he put in a cross, when should he pass. He doesn't even take one-on-ones. He cannot dribble past even one player. I don't know. We have got the wrong Brazilians in our squad. Gabriel Jesus, he doesn't impact the game at all. It's just like as useless as Martinelli. Kai Havertz, I think it's time we raise the white flag and just say that it has been wrong. He has cannot be our lone striker. He cannot be the number 9, the gunman that we are looking for. Saka, I think he had a decent game. He was the only one trying to create things. Declan Rice, I think he was decent as well. I think the whole backline was good. They were not threatened as much. There were a couple of chances that Everton were trying to make, but apart from that, I think they didn't have to do anything. David Raya, I think he was pretty much comfortable with the ball. There were not much things that he had to do. So that's there with the player ratings. Let me know what do you think about the players. Do let me know in your thoughts in the comment section. But I personally feel that Martinelli, Kai Havertz, and Gabriel Jesus, they need to go, and we do need to bring in some player in the January transfer window. And by some player, I mean a proper gunman, a proper striker, a proper number 9. With that, now Arsenal have played 16 games, and in 8 of the games we have dropped point. Those were against Brighton, a draw, Man City, a draw, Bournemouth, we were defeated, Liverpool, we drew again, Newcastle, we were defeated, Chelsea, again, we drew, and this time back to back with Fulham, 1-1, and with Everton, 0-0. I think we are having a horrible season. I think there is no way that Arsenal can come back to the way that Arsenal fans would have liked, or to maybe even push for a title charge. I think the best case scenario will be for Arsenal to finish second or third. I think second will be the best thing that they can still manage that, because I think Chelsea show more desire, better mentality, and more fighting than Arsenal are showing this season. But do let me know your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think about Arsenal performance so far this season? With that being said, that is the video then and there. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.